a four-year student at TRU. I have a very specific question to the current period, and that is a transit system. We do a very poor bus system in Kamloops. I have been here for 1.5 years. So if you go to Jennifer and you are a student here, the bus stop there at 7 p.m. How come, and you said you have been a maid for some years, in Edmonton, the bus system is very good, Monday to Friday, earliest at 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. You can be in the library up to 11 p.m. and no more. So what are we going to do on that with the student?
Thank you for the question. And transit, by law, we have a certain percentage that gets paid in by BC Transit, and then we have to put in matching dollars. And until BC Transit gives us more dollars, we can't add more hours of service. So we're at our maximum amount of hours of service. We have never turned down an hour of service. In fact, we had approved in a budget 10,000 hours of expansion service that BC Transit had told us was coming, which then got pulled back to 2,250 hours, which we then fought for with them to get it back up to at least 4,000 hours that we've added to service. For us to add later hours or things like that, it means we have to either reduce runs in other areas, and that's why we've gone to 3 different hubs, one on TRU campus, one downtown, and one on the North Shore Transit Exchange, to try to have more express runs within those hours of service to improve service. But you're right, we can always do better, and we're trying to get more hours and more service from BC Transit.
A reminder to the candidates, if you wish to respond to any answers, just raise your challenge. Okay, next question.
Hi there. This question is for Peter Bildar. My name is Brandon Aguilera, and I work up at Walmart for $10.64 an hour. And I did actually speak to you about the transit service because every Friday when I get off, I'm stuck walking all the way from Walmart across the bridge over to my house. Trying to get my license, I work really hard. But when you had told me your answer about the transit system and things like that, I hear a lot of the answers that you're getting. And here's my question for you. If I'm to vote, how do you hold continuity so far? Everything that I've heard you say all across the board from all candidates doesn't seem to hold very much water. You guys are in very powerful positions, and it just seems everybody that I've spoken to, and when you did tell me your answer about it being over the budget for the bus and things like that, it just seems to circumvent the issues. And to be really honest, I'm kind of left saying, what are you going to do about it respectfully? Because I'm kind of tired of hearing chatter. That's all.
Well, as I said with the previous answer, it's all about that funding formula with the province that we're legally legislated under. And the province of British Columbia actually funds transit better than any other province in BC or in Canada. And Kamloops is actually the second most efficient service after Victoria for transit. So although it can always be improved, it is still regarded as one of the better systems. But that is why a month and a half ago I went to Victoria to talk to the transportation minister with a group of other mayors from around the province. And we asked for an independent review of BC Transit and their governance and their funding structure. And he's granted that in the last week, and that will get started after the municipal election. So we are trying on your behalf to leverage more funds, but sometimes it does take a little bit of time within the provincial budgets to make that happen.
Respond to that.
Hi, May. We just heard Peter give some excuses. Now, I just heard from the other gentleman, I'm sorry I forgot his name, but how he had been in Calgary and how the buses run there. And I have first-hand knowledge of the buses in Vancouver. Now, those to me are properly, and he says that we have the best, among the best. Like, where I don't see the best when prima facie evidence points out that Calgary's better, they've got buses. How can it be the best when we only got a 9 o'clock bus to get home at night? How are we to be able to drink, go to a bar, go to a pub, anything? We got no proper services here. Original thinking would dictate that you don't take no for an answer. You go back to those provincial guys and you demand, and you demand, and you demand, because the squeaky wheel gets the oil.